live.
All right, welcome everybody to the Half-Ass Show, brought to you on Twitch. Twitch, just don't do anything with sex, and we're fine.
Right.
Violence, have your fill. Have your fill.
Right. Right.
Yeah. All right. So normally this is where we, kind of vamp for a little bit and kind of get the mood set. However, uh, look, there's no way of going around this. So we're just going to start and we'll kind of piece together where we go from there because there's a lot to unpack on our side of things. And it's not, first off, if you haven't noticed by now, there's some new things in the studio. Secondly, we were not one of those groups or people. Yeah. We're not one of those groups of people that got banned suddenly from Twitch because of what happened the other day. However, it kind of would be stupid of me to say anything when I have a person who, actually streamed and all that stuff.
Yes.
On the day and actually has skill. So I am going to defer and just why don't you explain the situation and I'll chime in as needed. How's that sound?
So, when was it? Like 2 days ago, right?
Thursday.
Yeah. So on Thursday, we learned that Twitch now was open to do some, what was the term? Artistic nudity?
Yes.
Right? Yeah. So they let us do artistic nudity as long as it was like clean, I guess.
Like, you mean that picture right next to you specifically?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. The one with the Santa Claus thing, and there's like a lot of leg there.
Okay. Yeah, I get you. And look, it is Christmas, obviously, so there is that. But yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, tasteful tits. Anyway, so that happened, and all of us like, oh yay! Some people on Thursday actually started streaming some of the stuff. It all began, if I'm correct, I don't even remember the name of the girl though. Do you remember?
I don't either. But that was more like I'm not sure if it was an experiment or what at that point. But if you haven't seen the picture, it's like I think she was redheaded, and it's she was not jumping up and down. We'll say lightly tapping her legs. I'm not really sure how to explain it.
It was like there's like a video, an anime video they did from the people that did Evangelion, like the newest movies.
Yeah.
And there's like this thing where they move their boobies. Like she's doing a dance, like lifting her arms and wiggling her boobies, and then she goes down and whatever. So that was the activity she was doing.
Now the thing is with that one is, please understand, that girl did not do anything, in my view, that was distasteful. There was no show of the boob properly. I guess like it was strongly implied. I'm not even saying it wasn't, but there wasn't anything. I saw the video and I saw people freaking out. And I'm like, it's like it doesn't show anything. There's a lot's left to the imagination.
So the problem that everyone had, and I can bet you money it's the fucking VTubers that actually got angry. That's like, oh, I can't show cleavage, I can't show boobs, but this lady is like right there showing everything. That's where,
and that's honestly fair.
Yeah, and it's honestly, we all, even me, and to an extent, I try to do like our characters. Well, at least my character, because I'm a chick. I try to leave it like not super explicit, just nicely looking. I don't know how to explain.
I guess the best way to explain this is it's not like a Power Girl or a Black Widow where it's like everything's right there.
Right. I mean, I did do a character like the one that I used for Evangelion when I was playing the robot game. That was like a tight suit, but it wasn't like what they were saying pretty much at the end of it. Even in the original guidelines, you couldn't show like literally nipples. Literally, if they're using like a catsuit or whatever, not the crotch area, you know, the camel toe, like they call it, that kind of stuff, you cannot do. Definitely, you cannot do. So, I don't know what the fuck VTubers thought that it was gonna be. I already see a bunch of topless guys, and I already see a bunch of girls that have like their boobs out there. So, I don't know what's the thing.
I do have to kind of step in here on this side from the guy's side.
Uh
This is me personally. I've always thought this for years. This is not
huh.
because I'm like trying to be like, adjusted or like, on the same side. But I remember when it's like, I remember there's this ad in the 90s when I was a young kid,
Hmm.
and they showed women and men without shirts on. And of course, with the women, they had the bars so you couldn't see anything.
Right.
And the guys, they didn't do that. And I always thought it was a weird double standard in my mind. It's like, so you're not going to show the nipples on the woman, but you'll show them on the male. That's kind of counterproductive in my own mind. I even said that to a friend at the time, and they looked at me like, what do you care?
I guess the nipples on guys don't work the same.
I guess. I don't know, but do you see where I'm coming from? It's like, if you're going to say it to one thing, you should do it with the other.
Oh yeah.
That's all I'm getting at.
I was also commenting on that because there's a lot of characters that are male that they actually draw them like they have tits, like dudes with tits. It's just weird. It's a weird thing.
Boobs, I believe they're called.
Oh, whatever the fuck it is, it doesn't look good. Anyway, the fact of the matter was that a lot of VTubers got banned the next day, I guess, because everyone jumped in the next day on Friday to do their streams. But if you saw anything alike of it, honestly, I actually have some screams that they send me. I will show them in a bit if you want me to, but it got really I don't know, because some of them were very explicit, but it's like it's nuts. Like there were, like, I think on one example that I saw, this was on Twitter, was like somebody was drawing furry art, and that's fine, but then suddenly it was like right there in your face a dick. Like, not even shy about it, like right there, and that's a big no-no at the end of the day. If you read the instructions the day before, it was the same thing. So,
and I did send you those guidelines just so it's like you could see what was happening. I remember I sent them before I went to bed that night, and like, you're free to do it. I even said to you that morning, I'm like, you're free to do what you want. If it's in the perimeter, and that's how I've always worked here. As long as we're not ones getting banned, whatever you want to do up to that point, I'm fine with. Unless you have to do something really stupid for me to get pissed off.
It was like I was trying to do it like the right way. Just implied, like you can see it on my characters right here, honestly. Like, I showed, but I didn't show. And there's like a bit of everything, and it's tasteful, and it's not like pornographic. I would even say it's like kind of pinup kind of thing. Am I making sense? So
I don't know about pinup, but definitely risque. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's definitely risque.
Even
pinup, I feel like pinup's always like a wink and a nod type situation.
Well, I guess so, but there's pinups that are like pretty much naked, like ladies. So it's.
Oh yeah. But are those really pinups? That's what I'm getting at.
I got a fucking clue. The thing is that the problem was that everyone took it literally and just started drawing fucking porn. Plain fucking videos.
The thing with all of this is, look, for me, I remember she did this Thursday night, and by the way, transparency here, we got killer reviews on that episode of the Art House. Like, it was like probably our highest rated, because it's like 87 views, and I think it's still climbing. We had consistency, we had people like subscribe, all that shit.
Yeah,
like we had some consistent stuff going on there, and it was like, okay. And part of the reason I was kind of excited was, I don't know if you know this or not, we did a whole spiel on it. Yeah, we have a show, or not a show, we have a story we're working on that I believe 3 of the women in your background right there are a part of.
Well, you can't see gold, sadly.
But we have 3 characters in there that, I was like, this is great. I mean, I never wanted to do straight up nudity, but I always like, with the characters and all that stuff, it's like and the way the story is, a lot of it's implied, build your own imagination, and I'm like, okay, finally, we got a good platform to promote this on, we can actually make some headway. They announced this, and I'm immediately like, well, actually, we have a sound effect, I believe that covers that.
Okay.
Everybody loves that sound effect. Hang on here, and it is... Like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? May.
It was obvious what was gonna happen. I kind of found it really funny, but at the same time, I'm just gonna say to everyone, this is why we can't have nice stuff.
So it's twofold here, in my opinion.
Okay.
Okay? It is partly the fault of Twitch, and actually, an argument can be made a large part of it is the fault of Twitch. Because they're the ones that set the content rule guidelines and all that stuff. We are streaming under their service. It's kind of like anybody that has a contract with anybody, it's like you agree to the terms and you do it by their guidelines. They're allowed to terminate you at any point.
Uh-huh.
The moving of the goalpost is a dick move, and yes, there are some people that maybe got unfairly banned. I'm not even disputing any of those claims. I'm not saying, oh, this person did bad and this person didn't. You got banned, you got banned. I'm sorry, and some of it wasn't justified.
Right.
What bothers me, not so much that is, look, let me just give you a couple examples here. Mortal Kombat, Call of Duty, what else am I thinking of here? Yeah, even Street Fighter and your Tekken. It's not even gonna lie about those.
Yeah, it's implied.
But it's not implied sex, is it, Illy?
It's sexy.
No. What do all those games have in common?
Violence.
Yes. That's the problem I have here, and that's the problem I've had with a lot of stuff in our country and the world at large, but it's mainly Americans. Let's be fair here. We're an American broadcast. Gotta play it wherever we gotta play it. You can put the most violent... We watch a game 16 weeks of the year where people are being essentially pile-drived into the ground with armor on and are getting concussions. And we have entire stadiums built to cheer this shit.
Right.
We not only glorify it, we actually, to some people, this is the way they get out of their, for lack of a better term, out of the problems that they may have had in their life. This is their golden ticket to a better life.
Right.
Like, that's where we're kind of putting people in a position of, the second we show skin of majority female, yes, but sometimes male, and it's not meant to be a joke or funny, oh boy, you better watch yourself because you just crossed the cardinal sin of sins. But decapitation with a hat, yeah, that's fine. The more cartoony, fine.
Right.
Just as soon as it involves sex, don't even bother with it.
I always thought that Americans were kind of pruny and that kind of factor. Because, to be perfectly honest, my country is completely different in that area. You know?
I'm sure a lot of places are.
For example, we sexualize a lot of things and we're cool with it. Does that make sense?
Well, not only that, but like, look at Japan. Like, they have nudity on the regular on some kids shows there that we import here that we have to edit for adults.
Oh yeah.
Let that sink in for a minute here.
There's things that are fucked up, and it's like, well, it is what it is. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No. Look. My opinion on the whole thing is this: very simply, if you're going to allow this violence, if you're going to allow like people to watch just these god awful things happen, and yes, they are done to a comical degree in some cases, but other times, no, they're done as like brutal acts of vengeance or hate or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Like, if you are for kids edits, those were fantastic. Yep. Yeah. One Piece was very good. Welcome in, Demon King. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, it's just, I get where people kind of get prudish on the sex thing, and yes, I understand that you don't want kids to be exposed to some things. Completely valid. That's fine. So why can't you, if you can put a mature content meter on games like God of War, which I played on Thursday, and by the way, yes, they do put that on there, I can confirm that. If you can put it on Cyberpunk, which has nudity, by the way, if you can put that on Mass Effect, which is implied sexual scenes, yes, and there's not really nudity, but they get close to it in some scenes. There's a lot of things that's like, hey, if you got that mature... The Last of Us 2, which is, well, let's not even unpack that one.
That is just all over the fucking place.
I just remember seeing that one scene and being very uncomfortable, and I'm the guy.
But we were both very uncomfortable. It's like, Brandon, I'm just looking away because this is so weird. This is too weird for me.
Yeah. But, so no, we can get away with all those scenes in, like, a mature content rated thing.
Right.
So why can't you do this with stuff for, like, artistic nudity? I'm not saying, we need a whole section that's just devoted to porn. I'm not even advocating for that. I'm not saying show boobs or anything like that. You can show cleavage, you can imply whatever you want. Why can't you put a censor sticker on that, but you can do it on these games already? I understand that it's partly because these games get monitoring from video game companies, and they kind of tell Twitch, promote our game, don't worry about that. Just make a little content thing and call it a day.
Right.
It should go both ways. It should go that way for the companies, and it should go that way for the people. Because there's a lot of people that would probably come to Twitch and be like, hey, I can stream here. I can do live streams like Illy did on Thursday.
Right.
Well, but they're now skittish because, thank you for the follow, Demon King. They are now skittish because they don't want to risk being banned on something. And that's completely valid.
Well, completely valid. It's, the problem is, I honestly think I think I heard or read somewhere that the whole debacle about taking it away is because people got insane, and Twitch at the end of the day is part of the Amazon deal. So,
Business Grandpa got involved.
Yeah, that was the problem, because they pretty much said no, we cannot do this. People can't do this on our platform. It is not part of the contract. So that's kind of why they needed to jump back to whatever they have.
Yeah, but this is going to do more damage than good in the long run, because is Kick a viable solution to move on to? No. Matter of fact, if you think it's bad here with that, go take a dip in that pool and come back and let me know what you find out, because I think you're going to find a lot worse over there.
Sadly, for what I've heard, there's mixed emotions. Is that okay? It's
okay.
Some people say from one side of the community is fine, they're very welcoming and such, but there's a bigger community that is a lot more toxic than here. So it's well,
look, I'm just gonna say this: when the site I'm talking about is founded by a gambling streamer, and you don't know where their business of operations is, because this is a country I never even knew existed until I looked into it. You got some interesting issues there alone.
I think that's the problem. That at the end of the day, you don't know where your money is coming from. However, it's just weird.
Yeah. However, if you wanted to do these types of things in the future, and you are joining us for the first time, I looked it up myself. YouTube kind of allows this. Not the full-on nudity, obviously, but artistic nudity. It's kind of please check before you go. Don't take my word for it.
Right.
You can do streams over there, and honestly, that could be a problem for Twitch down the road, because YouTube's really trying to get their live stream business going. If you can do a whole community that's vibrant and thriving on that, Twitch always says that we're very into gamers.
You can get away with a lot of things on YouTube, sadly, but not as much. The problem there is more how the money comes in and how they make it.
Oh yeah, you're doing it for passion at that point. You're not doing it for moolah. That doesn't come for years.
Yeah, for sure.
So that I get. I get you want instant gratification, and Twitch has a very low bar, and I think the bar is a lot fairer on the Twitch side of things than it is on YouTube.
Right.
But that's also how you make your little subsects and all that. But no, I find it infuriating, and like I said, you have Twitch to blame because they can't really decide what one way or the other. They won't put a thing. But at the same time, and I am not focusing exclusively on VTubers or anybody like that, I'm looking at streamers in general. Hate to break it to you, everybody. If there's anybody that we got to blame that's 50-50 in this, Amazon and Twitch should take their L. We got to take ours too.
Yeah. Yeah, because everyone had fun on my fucking stream.
Yeah, it sounded like a blast. I was at work.
Honestly, I also think it was the time of the day that it was kind of busy, more people. But to be brutally honest, I felt like I could do a bit more with my art because that's my jam. And yeah, people are attracted to that kind of stuff. Sadly, it is what it is. But
they're attracted to it because of, I think it's the implied naughtiness of it. It's that's the thing with implied nudity that I always find fascinating. Because again, I'm going to use The Simpsons as a reference here because that's what my power is. I remember there was a scene. I think it was the nuclear explosion episode with the Inny Mini Miny Mo, Homer's talking about a movie he saw where the girl is just showing everything.
Mm-hmm.
And all the guys down in that place are like, they're like, oh, this is great. And Burns just like, I took in this terrible movie this weekend. The girl showed everything. I mean, it's like, come on. Back in my day, we had women, just lifting up a skirt a little bit was enough to just drive you wild. It showed, it left a lot to imagination. And
Yes. Yes.
old
Yes,
man
yes.
yelling at cloud time, I'm on Burns' side on that one. There's a lot I can say I'm not on the sides of Burns with. That one I am.
Yeah. It's just that implying is so much more sexier than seeing the whole thing.
Because your mind is sort of like when you read a book. In my opinion, when you read a book, you are creating the world if you don't have the world built for you.
Right.
And I think that's I know you got me that Dune book a couple of years ago and I didn't finish it, and I think I figured out why the other day.
Oh.
Because I saw the movie, and the movie painted the picture for me, and I think my brain was kind of like trying to process because it knew it was the story.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically trying to regurgitate what I saw on film in my head with the book.
You should have.
So it didn't no, I didn't. Well, how am I going to know, Ilya? I said, hey, the book might be interesting. I'm not saying it's bad. I gave it a try, and I still will. Do you know where I'm going with this?
Yeah, I get it, but you should have watched the horrible one, the old one, and your brain would have reset it.
Maybe. David Lynch is a little strange anyway, but that's what. But it's like, the mind can paint an incredible picture, and a lot of people don't give their brains the credit they deserve when it comes to that. People are inherently smart, in my opinion, and giving them that little start point, and then let their mind run wild.
I understand that, but sometimes, it doesn't apply to me, because, for example, every time I read that fucking Pet Cemetery thing, I imagine something completely different than the movies. Also, the movies sucked. So it helped a lot. So on the sensory sedation is.
So I'm not a big GTA guy. I'm not a big GTA guy, but I can kind of see where you're going with that. But it's still very hard for me to wrap my head around it because Mortal Kombat was the big bad dirty word when I was a kid, and that's still rated mature.
So I have an opinion of the GTA though.
Okay.
I remember when GTA came out, like the first one. The first one was just Grand Theft Auto was Grand Theft Auto. You Grand Theft Auto. That's all you did, and that was the thing. That's kind of why it was a team thing. I believe so that it started on Vice City. Am I correct? I hope I'm correct.
No, Grand Theft Auto 3, because that's when they kind of built the whole world in 3D.
Okay, so when they started doing the whole hooker kick the living shit out of it, it's when it started being a bit more mature. It was still a bit more cartoony, but at the same time, it wasn't as innocent as, well, we're just gonna steal cars.
Yeah.
So
it's like, okay, you don't want to imply people to steal cars, so you put the T rating. But it's like, as soon as you go, well, you can go into a back of a car with a hooker and then kill them and get your money back. See where you jump up to mature on that one.
I mean, I don't remember which one it was. If it was 5 or 4, I think it was 4. Where you just did the thing with the hooker in the seat, and I was amazed on how they did it on the car. It's like, wow, that looks really uncomfortable, but that's fine, I guess.
That's probably what it's like in real life too, in all fairness.
It's super uncomfortable, I imagine. I've never done it in a car, so. But I see what he says.
Yeah, I get it. It's different strokes. It's
gonna be. It's honestly, it's very hypocrite to be doing this kind of shit.
That's what I'm kind of going at with this, because it's like there's a litany of games. Like we just mentioned a couple, and we didn't mention some others, like Catherine. That's about climbing a girl, literally. I mean, I know there's a lot of subtext and plot going on with that, but it's like, also, if we're gonna go down this road, Persona 5. No, because the teacher was really ogling the
yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Like to the point that one girl was being pushed so hard, she tried to commit suicide over this.
It's
Come on.
It's what I'm saying. Like, you're covering up this thing, but you're not covering up that thing.
Yeah, I agree. That's where I'm kind of at. It's like, okay, so violence, A-okay. Oh, wait a minute. There's a boob showing, or there's a hint of a penis. Can't have that.
I mean, imagine.
By the way, we can say the 7 dirty words on this channel right now. I can say the 7 dirty words. Hold on.
No, Brandon.
Why not?
Why are you doing, Brandon?
You're not stopping me. I can see that.
Why should I? You're still gonna do it. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit.
Hang on. Yeah, I
Oh
can't say
boy.
it.
Let's go. Let's
Hang
go.
on. Yeah. Okay. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. There. Just said them, ladies and gentlemen.
You should have given me like I should have put it like the sound of the dolphin from SpongeBob for that. Now I need a sound of a SpongeBob. Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, look, I just said all those words. We've called those words out. We've said most of those words.
Yeah, there's like the others, the ones that are canceling, but let's just not say them.
Yeah, I'm pushing to a limit here. I get it, but it's like George Carlin made a fucking career. Hey, fuck said again, and we could probably put a little meter at the bottom of how many times I say
Oh
fuck.
my
I understand
God.
it's fucking annoying, but like George Carlin made his career on that bit and got arrested for it numerous times and kind of pushed against the system.
Right.
That was in the 1970s, and that was considered whoa. And today, I just set him on the air live.
So it's really funny that you say
And
this.
and we're still here. I don't see well, we've been flagged or anything like that.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say that I remember that one time that I did that. What fucking game was it? Oh my god! Oh, the one from the Days of June. I said a bit about the character dying or something, or the based on the true story of what they based the album on.
Yeah, they were shuffling off the mortal coil, if I'm correct.
Yeah, so I talked about that story, and everyone was like, "Wow!" But they censored it on Twitch. Somebody censored it because I talked about suicide. It's like, bro, it wasn't even a suicide. It was just a death. That's what happened. And they I saw like the thing is like you shouldn't be talking about suicide. This is not about that. This is something completely different. So, but it's like
context goes a long way on that. But it's like I get where they're coming from with that one. I still find it funny that we're censoring words that I'm not going to say here about like self-harm and stuff like that.
Right,
like they censor on YouTube, and then they're like, okay, fine, but you're talking about it. It's like, I'm going to talk about it, and without saying the words is fine, but if you say the words and you censor them, why are we talking about this?
So I need to say something. Remember I told you about that podcast that I was seeing that the guy uses different wordings for that kind of stuff?
And that I'm okay with. Euphemism goes a long way.
Okay, so I thought that was like kind of hypocrite because he was interviewing another place and he said the words and he like just like you said it's shit, fuck, whatever, everything. He just said it's like, oh, you're a fucking hypocrite. You can do it on other fucking streams, but you don't do it in yours. That's not how it rolls. You need to be the same as you do it on your fucking stream, but be respectful. I think that's bullshit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna play this real quick here because I want to point this out because it's funny you say that. Hang on, if it plays, it should play.
Wait, put the hello.
If you can hear, yeah, I did. Anyway, Danhausen he's in character when he talks about it, but it makes a lot of sense. He doesn't like swearing, and his logic makes complete sense in character because it takes away the money because they take you off the air. You don't have to worry about that here, though. But it's very funny when it's like, no swearing because I like money.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's funny you say that because that guy is basically saying, don't swear on my channel. I like money. Your channel? I'm not getting paid for this shit.
But
that's what that basically says.
It is, but it's still. I honestly, on my opinion, I thought it was kind of hypocrite. That's just my thing.
Like I understand if people don't want to say those words. Like I know Jerry Seinfeld is known to work clean, but the way he writes, he walks around the dirty words and says them, but doesn't say them sometimes, and that's just good writing. That's just a very good writer working on that. He's using uses. He's using all the tools to, what he's talking about. He's just not saying it.
Right.
It's one thing to be able to do that. And some things you can't do that with, I understand. And some things you have to be polite about because you don't want to hurt people. But again, if you're talking about stuff that is like very dangerous and all that stuff, and you lead from the front saying, I'm talking about these things, you should not be censored. Much like you should not be censored for, hey, I'm doing an artistic nudity stream. I got the whole censors here. You know what you're walking into.
Right.
Give the audience some credit, Twitch.
It's just ridiculous. I'm kind of annoyed. I guess that's the word. It's
yeah.
It's out now. I need to diddle dangle around my art again. It's like, oh boy.
Yeah, but the fact that Pink over there did not get censored, I think you can get to that. I think you found your brace point, and you could kind of push to that.
Yeah, I think I could do it. Like, I honestly, back in the stream, I was like, well, I'm not gonna put underwear on her shit because there's nothing there to cover, really. So,
Yeah,
it's,
and I mean, looking at it, I don't see any thing that's shown off that would be in the guidelines or anything like that. Some
oh,
hip, maybe. That's about it.
yeah, that's it. Next time I'm just gonna draw feet. Fuckers.
You know what? We're
But,
thinking about something wrong here. Maybe we got the wrong. Maybe we're thinking about this wrong.
what?
Maybe the market is being cornered. Are you ready?
Oh my god.
Maybe the market is being cornered by the foot fetishists.
I
and they
tell
make
you!
good money.
I was kind of thinking, but the problem is that once I started playing around with the post, it was gonna show some pussy. So I said, like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna do it like this. So I need to learn how to do stilettos though, because I felt like Xavier wanted stilettos on that, but I couldn't do it. I'm sorry.
Hey, Xavier knows what Xavier knows, you know.
So, but yeah.
But still, this is a bad. I put me in the camp of this is a bad thing that Twitch did, but we sort of thrust ourselves onto it also because the people that wanted to just do, oh, I don't know anything about these characters, but I want to show them because they have big boobs, or I'm going to make them have big boobs, are the ones that pretty much just kiboshed everything for the people that are actually trying to do something creative. Would that be fair to say?
Yo, okay. This just hit me in the brain. Y'all need to be more fucking creative with your porn. Not with your porn. Be more fucking creative with your art. I took a lot of fucking time to do my fucking drawing, so it didn't look that naughty, but it did look naughty. You can honestly roam around the idea. It's not hard. It's just a matter of being creative. And I feel a lot of people, even though that they say they're fucking talented, they lack of creativity. Am I making fucking sense?
You are, and there's a lot of. I'm not saying that. So I read comic books, obviously, and it's like, of course, there are people that are going to show that type of thing. Like, you know, it's like very tight to the body outfits and stuff like that. Depending on your universe, some of that outfit might be living.
For sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, you could argue that it's like watching a person with another naked thing on top of them. It just looks like our clothing. That's another debate for another day.
Right.
But comic books been doing that stuff for years, and yeah, I mean, but why can't we allow them to do their thing? Our thing is just this, and look, I'm not saying everything MNR does involves sex. I don't want it to sound like that, because we don't. We actually have other stories that don't heavily involve sex. It's just sometimes when the thing presents, what do you do? I mean, we're all human beings at the end of the day. We all know what we do.
We all like fucking. I'm kidding.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of our societies are built around it, unfortunately.
I mean, it's part of the fucking thing. It's like we're human beings. We kind of need to procreate to do more little people so that little people get bigger people and do the same thing and destroy this planet, I guess. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Or just, make the next Godzilla, either way.
Would like that.
No, agreed, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but no, this whole thing, again, people are blaming AI for this, all right?
AI?
Why? I don't know, but did you know, and I looked at this in the terms of service, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, where is it?
Did you know you could educate people about sex toys, but you cannot brag about size? You can do that. That is in the terms of service.
Let me look that shit up because now
I showed you that.
Yeah, but I need to put it like on context because people are...
okay. Yeah, because people are. But yes, you can educate people about sex toys. Think about that. We have no problem. We have problems showing boobs and private parts and all that stuff. But educating on sex toys, you can't tell me people are not walking around what they're talking about, trying to talk about size at the same time.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Just slap the education jab out. It's a higher chance to ignore you. So maybe we should do is move all the porn to the education side and see if people notice that.
Like in the what is it like? Isn't it
The Simpsons.
Wikipedia? Wikipedia has a stupid thing like that. I mean,
Like what you could do is like you do in The Simpsons. It's like just like you find like this one little blind spot where Flanders was recording, and everybody does their thing in this blind spot.
my
Like the
God.
rest of the town's like the rest of Twitter is like dead quiet. It's like, man, everybody's not playing games, but our education department's through the fucking roof.
Oh my God. It's. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to read here.
She's looking for it.
Okay, let me put the. You want me to put the webpage?
Yep, go ahead.
Okay,
Go ahead. This is from the Twitch web. Again, this is from the Twitch page.
Give me a
So if
second.
you're actually having us on in the background, you actually want to look right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Normally we don't tell you to look, but tonight we're gonna let you look.
Yeah, I'm putting
I'm
you
waiting
on
here.
the thing. You have it right there.
I'm looking on the webpage. I don't see it, but okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it on the webpage here. Aha!
Please do.
Aha! So this is for sensitive content. Yeah. For example,
Please highlight where it says educational toy.
I'll try it. For example, you may not show, offer, or promote content warning, explicit, simulated, fictional. Sex or masturbation includes oral, anal, vaginal sex, touching genitals, blah 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 blah. Masturbation and prolonged audio that implies sex implies whatever, right?
Okay, all fine, makes sense.
Right. This thing just went cooey on me. What the fuck was it? Adult nudity without implying real sex. Yeah.
Just
here.
Pop it into the fine thing. Okay.
Yeah, not consensual sex, advertising, soliciting sexuals, including prostitution, escorts. You said there we go.
By the way, we're in the middle of an ad also, so just feel free to kind of vamp on this and let it hang for a few because we got 30 seconds left on that ad.
No, I'm just trying to put the thing, but I did find the thing of displaying sex toys on non-educational context, such as bragging about the size of the dildo.
So let's take a step back here. Let's just take a step back here for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Boobs bad, genitalia bad, ass bad.
Wow.
Educational toys, if you're enjoying them. But educational toys, if you're explaining how it works and with educational purposes, totally fine. Just don't you go bragging about that.
Honestly, the fact
that you can say that implies we could show a dildo on stream as long as we are talking about an educational use for it. We can show it on screen.
Yeah.
By that logic.
Yeah, it's like that. This is ridiculous. Like display of sex toys on a non-educational context is bad, such as bragging about the size of the dildo. It's like, what the fuck? It's Dios mío.
So you can do product reviews and it's educational if they're product reviews because you're explaining the product and why you think it's worthwhile.
It is ridiculous. It's the rules are dumb. That's fine. They're trying to do their thing. They're trying to give some clarity to people. I think the problem.
That's not clarity. That's bullshit.
It is bullshit, but they're trying. The problem that I saw and we all saw that day, and I repeat, I can't show it. It's the fact that it was out there so fucking easy. Honestly, before we started the stream, I got into the Twitch app. And guess what I saw? Guess what was the first thing that I saw, Brandon?
That image?
No. I saw a girl with the same tits thing, and now every fucking streamer girl is doing that. That's where it's like,
Or they're in a hot tub.
Yes. It's like, you're still naked, lady. Like, that's a thing that you shouldn't be doing. I mean, it's...
Okay, I have a dumb question. I don't mean to derail. We can hop back on. Is Phoebe in the room with you? Because I thought she was out here.
Oh, she's here. She's here.
Sorry. Continue. Sorry, guys.
Sorry, Phoebe is our dog. For the ones that don't like the pug.
Yeah. Our employee of the month, God save the pug.
The pug in the background, if you can see it. Anyway, honest to God, my opinion is more of a... Bro, I get it, but it's like... It's Christians all over again. I always say this. It's like, this is Christians all over again.
It's Helen Lovejoy going, oh, please, won't somebody please think of the children?
Yeah, honestly, I know people that don't know about Twitch for a good reason. You know? Because I always bitch about this girl from work. You know who I'm talking about, the one, the anime girl. You know what I'm talking
Oh,
about?
okay. Miss One
Yeah,
Piece. Got it.
yeah, Miss One Piece. The thing with her is that I once told her something like, "Oh yeah, we stream on Twitch and whatever." She's like, "What the fuck is that?" Me, something that you should be not watching if you have kids. And she's like, "Why?" Just don't. It's like, honestly, I don't suggest this kind of stuff to kids. Like, it's shady. At the end of the day, I understand it's shady. I even do. I mean,
Yeah. We also know there are teenagers on here streaming, and that's not a bad thing that they're doing that, but it's
no.
also at the same time, I feel if you're under the age of 18 and you're streaming, you should be in your own little interlocked world until you hit 18. That's just
Yeah,
my opinion.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a mom. To be brutally honest, I'm a fur mom, but they don't give a shit. Uh, but I don't think I would feel comfy for them. Like, I've seen the parents that do the here's a fucking tablet, watch whatever the fuck you want as long as you don't
That drives
bother
me
me.
nuts.
It fucking drives me nuts. And a kid with tech savvy will do tech savvy things. They will
And there's
do
a
it.
lot of tech savvy kids out there.
Every fucking kid that is born with a fucking tablet in their hands, boy, girl, or boy, it's gonna fucking destroy your internet. Like, they're gonna be doing things. It's simple as that. They're gonna,
Remember my nephew when we were living with him?
yeah. So, is what I'm trying to say is, like, I wouldn't like my kid to be on this kind of stuff. It's like, no. And it's not the only place that you can do this kind of stuff. Picarto is another one. It's even easier to watch porn there. It's even easier.
Yeah.
It's more of a God's blind eye. I think it's like God is not even knowing them, this fucking place. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's there's gonna be places, and that's fine. I'm even considering like fucking streaming on Pornhub because I can do whatever the fuck I want on those artworks. So, but I don't see a point because I'm not doing that kind of stuff.
Imagine one day I'm just at work and I get a notification of like, "Welcome to Pornhub" on the email, and I'm like, "I didn't sign up. What? What?" I
Yeah.
come home. Hey, I just want you to know I did not sign up for Pornhub. Yeah, I did, so I could stream on there.
Yeah, I'm doing
Huh?
the streams. Yeah, we're
It's like,
I'm paying everything with this, so shut up.
Or it's like, what? Like, so can we log in and use it? I'm just asking.
I cannot imagine a fucking podcast on Pornhub. I cannot imagine. It's gotta be fun as fuck, not gonna lie. But
Definitely kinky, that is for sure.
yeah, for sure. But that's gonna be so much tiredness. It's already tired me up here. Imagine there.
Yeah, but I can just imagine it's like I come home, it's like, so did we sign up on Pornhub? Like, oh yeah, I quit my job too. I'm gonna be doing. I just made enough money to cover the rent for like next year.
Yeah, I wish.
In 5 minutes, I've just made that. It's like, are you doing art? Yes. On tablet or in video? Tablet. Okay. I'm just gonna go and play some games then. You do you.
Are you showing anything? No, not mine. I'm drawing the things. It's like, oh, okay, that's fine.
All right, well, I'm gonna go to the comic shop. It's Wednesday. I'll see you when you get home.
That's fine. Give me 2 figures.
Okay. Can I have your debit card?
No. You have your own fucking.
Like, you don't need to pay anything anymore, buddy. You're good. Just you do you.
I wish I had like that kind of
I
business
know.
going. But well, the fact of the matter is that everyone really is very pissed off right now with people that got stupid and flew too close to the sun.
And Twitch, which they should. Both those parties are to blame.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's what was it that I said? Like, the problem is that they gave you like you give them the hand and they take the mile out of your body and more. It's
You
like,
did stick a mile, yeah.
yeah, it's like, that's fine. It's give them an inch and they'll take a mile, definitely. And people don't give to flying fucks. Honestly, they don't give to
Until
flying
it
fucks.
affects them.
Huh?
Until it affects them, then watch.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
As we're learning.
Is this what's happening? A minute. It's like, bro, this is your own fucking fault. I am even on fault, but I tried to do it as clever as I could. Am I making sense?
Yes, and you did. In my opinion, you did. I'm sure there'll be people that disagree otherwise, but whatever.
Oh, whatever. They don't have talent. I do.
Ooh, okay.
It is true.
Alright.
So,
Alright, so I feel like, I don't wanna turn this into a 2-hour bitch session about this because
nah.
we've said our piece at this point. I actually expected the show to go about as long with that one as I did, so I'm actually on schedule. So Voice, just slap you on the other monitor. We're called quick. Thank you for enjoying. Thank you for enjoying. We're glad we're entertaining you. We're always saying we're the background noise to your life, and if we're your background noise, we're doing something right.
Yeah, we try.
Anyway, yeah. So gonna go. Now that we've gotten that ramble out of our system because
We
it's been
had
brewing for 2 days.
honestly, we had a lot. Like, it's been, to be brutally honest, it's been like a couple of days that we're just fuming. So, we needed to take it out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna kind of reset here real quickly. We're gonna do our show as normal now. We only have enough room for probably one story after we do our rambling about what we do through the week and all that stuff, and that's fine.
Right.
It's gonna be a little more vampy. I would like to kind of give a heads up here. Next week's show is up in the air, and it's not because we don't want to do it. It's more of a do we feel like doing it because it's the day before Christmas Eve, and like I'm on vacation at that point. Like next Friday is my last day until the following Tuesday, and I kind
Right.
of want to spend some time chilling and all that stuff. We don't. We may come on. We have some plans if we do a show at the end of the year. We will not do one for New Year's because
No,
family will be
definitely
in
no.
town.
Nope. 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 And this week I'm gonna try and stream some days in the midday. I want to
Okay.
do the artworks. It's still good.
Hmm.
So,
We know what
but
we know the barrier, so we can push right to that.
oh, for sure. Wednesday definitely. I don't know about the rest of the week, but
Okay.
Wednesday definitely because it's my day off.
Yeah.
Sadly, for the newcomers, I work in retail, and this is the week. The son of a bitch, quick.
Now that
So
being said, for people that are reading a story of seasons on your Substack, by the way,
yes.
there will not be an episode drop this week. Correct?
I mean, my editora, my editor is still working on it. I was checking like the thing, and I think I need to add up some stuff, and it's a long
Yeah.
one. So yep.
Okay, so most likely a no, and that's just because of work. It's not because they don't want to get it done. It's just the artist side of work is fair, right?
Oh, it's a lot of work, bro.
Yeah.
Oh
But uh, I'll be on at some point this week. But what I've been doing this week, I actually played it on air Thursday, and
yeah.
I'm enjoying it a lot more than I thought I would. And that is the God of War Ragnarok Valhalla expansion. Which, if you have God of
Mm,
War, it is a free expansion, and honest to God, I didn't expect anything out of this because it's got one of my least favorite things in video gaming,
what
roguelike
is it,
tendencies.
Brandon? Yeah, Rogue.
Roguelike tendencies. And then I started playing, I'm like, all right, well, I'm not going to get that much out of it, but it'll be good for a stream.
Right.
Come to my surprise, if you are a God of War lore junkie, this is like the epilogue to Ragnarok, and they are doing some fucking callbacks.
This when Brandon came to me like, who the fuck is this? And me, holy shit, that's the guy from the third game. Holy shit, this is from the first game. Holy shit. It's like, oh, I forget that I'm like super lore on the fucking game.
Yeah. Yeah, I come into the room, I'm like, hey, lore girl, what's this about?
Let me see. Let me check.
Yeah. And then she came out, and I'm like, I'm watching this, and it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go back to the room. Okay. Hey, Ellie, I got the Sword of Zeus. You got
me
what now?
son of a bitch. Oh my god, that's a great game. I played it.
Yeah.
I haven't played the
Um,
new one, honestly. I
the
haven't
new
played that
one
one.
you'll enjoy because of the twists and turns, but I won't spoil anything outside. Like, if you're a God of War lore junkie, do not sleep on this one. Do not. This is. I am not a big roguelike fan, but they're doing the roguelike right because it's like they're giving you a path forward, and the hell's God Love Redacted? Did I screw up or something?
Oh, maybe. I don't
Hmm.
know. God of War.
But anyway, yeah. But it definitely surprised me how better this was, and I don't feel tired playing it. I actually keep wanting to go. I should play a little more today. I'm in that groove, so it's like if you're doing this, roguelikes, take note. Maybe these guys, this is the way. I'm just gonna say that. I don't feel it's a game that's overstaying its welcome. And for free
Mm,
DLC, you are getting a hell of a deal out of this.
I don't doubt it. I do not
Yeah.
doubt it.
Oh, I think I got to that point. Does he have a spear? Let's just leave it at that. Yeah, and then the head swap. I get you there, but no. Yeah, definitely don't sleep on this one. So, Illy, what have you been up to this week? I'm sure I'll get another one in at some point.
I mean, this was bad. This was a bad week. I feel like all
Mm-hmm.
this week I came home and drank coffee, but uh, yesterday I watched the Barbie movie and it just wrecked me. I never thought that movie was gonna wreck me. So, it was a good watch, I guess. I got really late to the bandwagon. Does that make sense? But
Yeah.
to be really honest, I enjoyed it for what it was. It was just a random fucking movie. Playing, no, not really. Like I said, all this week I've been trying to survive. It's been one of those weeks, and that's not a
Yeah.
bad thing. So.
But you also are working on your story and all that stuff. So, I
Oh
mean, there's that.
yeah. Excuse me. That's the thing. Like every time that I have some spare time, because I need to
Mm-hmm.
go to bed around 8 in the night. So
Yeah.
I've been trying to adjust and change and adapt and whatever. And me and Rakagoth been talking about it and
Friend
hope.
of the show, and I'm not going to say what we recently did with her, but I'm going to wait and make sure I got her blessing before I do that. Does that make sense?
That's fine.
Yeah.
But
Just respect, because they may not want to broadcast it.
other than that, honestly, it's just been a tough week. I can't wait. Oh, you do know her. Nice.
Yeah, and I believe he came from her discourse, so yeah.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we're kind of so synced up on Discords, it feels like anymore.
I'm
Intertwined, if
glad.
you will. Yeah.
I feel like for a while we were kind of not knowing where we were going, and to be perfectly
I
honest,
feel like we're finding our step again.
yeah. Oh, okay, nice.
Gotcha.
To be perfectly honest, I feel like ever since we started like mixing with other people, it's been a lot better for our streams, and
Yeah.
it's getting a bit healthier, I guess.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
But what else did we? Oh, we went Christmas shopping today.
Oh my god, fuck that. Fuck that kid that was screaming. Like, we were like at the Barnes and
Oh no,
Nobles.
I was actually impressed with that kid, honestly.
Oh, mama, it's not the first kid that I hear that. You know where I work. You know in what spot I work, and you know how far we are from the check lanes, right? We could hear a fucking kid on the back. I was like on the back on kitchen, and I could hear a screaming kid. My ears could start bleeding.
Yeah.
For that kind of kids.
Was it? What was it? I think you heard the kid. You're like, man, that kid should audition for a death metal group. That
Yeah,
kid's got
bro.
some hype.
Somebody needs to train that kid properly because you can hear that scream anywhere.
Yeah.
Also, gotta love the people that were dressed as Stitch and Angel from Stitch.
I was more like, we probably know where that happened, and that was near that Santa. It's like, you gotta give that Santa some props, man. That dude's probably deaf at this point. He's like, ho ho ho, I can't hear you, but here's a smile.
Ho ho ho, I'm fucking deaf.
Ho ho ho, Santa needs to get new implants for his ears because kids blew them out today.
Ho ho ho, this is not vodka. This is just water with magical sprinkles in it.
This is Santa's happy juice because he can't survive without it.
Oh ho ho ho, my god, I want to die. Wow.
Yeah, but it's getting bad out there. So if you guys are in retail, God bless you. I feel for you. I'm in specialty retail, and I'm just sitting there in the back like, that used to be me. I get this.
Oh my god, I wish it was that. You have no idea.
Oh, I do. I do.
Oh my god, tomorrow's Sunday. Oh my god,
the
tomorrow's
last Sunday before Christmas, and do
it is not. It is not, because the 24th is still Sunday. I'm still going that day. That's gonna suck balls. According to my schedule, I'm there till 9, but that's a lie, and you know it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Let's see what
I still remember that
happens.
one year we were working at a store, and we were in fulfillment, and it was Christmas Eve, and I'm on lunch. Like, I had to be forced to go to lunch, like, which was not uncommon at that store, because it's like they literally had to put a gun to my head, like, go to lunch now, go to lunch.
Oh, I forgot to go to my lunches on that place.
I go to lunch, and then I'm on the radio, and I hear Illy, hey, there's a lot of orders. I need help. Half the lunchroom just emptied because they were all going back on lock.
The funny thing was that I said, I'm sorry, but I'm getting overwhelmed. Can somebody help me out?
And then they're like, where's Brandon? It's like, well, we forced him to take a lunch.
Yeah. Wow. That was
Which
fun.
they did a lot over there. I remember they were like counting down to me at one
They
point.
got angry at me a lot because I skipped lunches. So, well, it was what it was. Now I learned that.
Yeah.
What time is it? Get the fuck out time.
hmm Yeah,
So,
the life of retail.
yes, yes. Don't recommend it to anyone.
But yeah, what else did I do this week? I know we did something else.
I don't
I feel like we
remember.
did something else. I'm sure we bitched about something.
We always bitch about things.
Yeah.
That's our thing.
So I guess since we're talking about the channel and all that stuff, I try my best to treat retail workers with respect, unless they're horribly rude. There's,
Oh, you're gonna
there is
hate me.
there's a no, you're not that rude.
I'm really
Um,
nice.
there's a 50-50 because it's like I always feel like the people that are trying their hardest, but the ones that scream are the ones that are sitting in the back doing nothing, but they feel like they can scream because they're in retail.
Oh
Those are the
boy.
ones that I just go full fire on. I think the only retail people I actually purposely go to piss off is where Illy works. They have like those cell phone company people,
Yeah.
not like a Verizon or anything like that, but like a third party. And I know people that have said those guys rip me off, like they rip me off hard. So I
Yeah.
take a little personal glee into this, like when they come at me, and I just scream as loud as I can that does not bother me. Not because I'm trying to be rude, but because I'm trying to let other people in the area know, don't go around here because those assholes are right here.
Oh yeah. No, they're really annoying. That I think one time somebody was passing by and they were wearing red and it
hmm
was like a coworker. It's like, oh, what? It's like, I work here, man. It's like, oh, it's just that I didn't see it. And they showed like the fucking name tag. It's like, oh, it's my bad. It's like, oh, you want to rip off anyone that is around? Jesus
Like,
Christ!
how bad is this? I've actually entertained at points learning phrases in German just so I could talk, because they're not going to take a guy that speaks Spanish that is white as me to be real. But if I'd spoken German and said something to them, I feel like they get really weirded out and just kind of walk away from me.
Yeah, my parents do that. They just start
Yeah, but
talking.
they're Hispanic, so it's easier. But it's like they'll find that one person that knows how to speak Spanish and send them over, and then I'll be like, oh shit. So if I learn German, it's less likely. Plus, if you speak in German, you always sound angry, and I don't want to sound like a Russian, so I don't want to learn Russian.
Yeah, they're like ridiculous.
Yeah,
Ridiculous people. So
like I just need to know two or three phrases. I just haven't sat down and learned them, and I feel like if I learn those two or three phrases, they're gonna be like, oh, leave him alone. He only speaks German. Yeah, I just heard him call a guy. I just heard him call a guy an asshole in English 5 feet away from me.
yeah, well, he knows asshole in English, I guess. Oh my lord. Hmm. I'm not looking forward for this week, but it is gonna be what it is gonna be.
It's the last week, really.
It
I mean,
is.
yeah,
I
you're going
think
on Sunday next week. I know, but you're going. It's the last week.
it is. It's just a couple of days more, and I will get rid of it for another year. Maybe,
Yes, yes, you will.
maybe forever. I don't know. You never know
Never know,
anymore.
indeed. If some things work out long term, I'm hoping to get you out of there.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll announce those another day.
Right.
Yeah. Trying to think here what else because I don't want to talk about the story right away because it's like it's. I'm just
What?
trying to relax, but it's more. It's like so we're at the end of the year, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm trying to." It's like I find myself now trying to figure out what I'm going to do with goals on like the channel and like streaming career and all that stuff. And it's like I
Right.
asked you to day things, and you're like, "Why are you doing that?" It's like people are doing it. Isn't that the guy you like doing it? I'm like, no, he's but one of many. Oh,
Oh yeah. Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I'm like,
but I'm not
eh.
sure if I want to do that, or it's like there's another way I can go about it. It's just one of those things. It's like I'm trying to find where my lane is and where I can feel comfortable to grow, because it's like I'm not the best streamer at gaming. Not even gonna dispute that.
I, for one, like this couple of months since Halloween is when
Mm-hmm.
I started doing the story, right? Oh my god, it's like I am busting my ass with it, and
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to stop. I want to keep on
Yeah.
going.
Well, that's
So
like with the dominant ones. I mean, I started
yeah.
editing that in what late October, and just drilling down as much as I can when I have
Oh
time.
yeah. So it's like it's it's insane.
Yeah,
It's
editing
like
ain't fun. That's part of the process, though, to get it out to you, the
the
people.
the problem is right now the artworks and they're killing me, bro. They
Yeah,
are
but I
killing
think
me.
also at the same time you're kind of pushing a little too hard. It's like you don't need to do as many artworks as I think you need to do. Does that make sense?
Ah, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's on me.
Yeah.
Definitely. Rakagas has told me like you should just chill. You don't need all that, but well,
Mhm. It is your wheelhouse, though, so I understand that.
yeah, clearly. So I'm trying my best. It's like
Yeah.
I'm trying to hype up people about it, but
Yeah.
it's kind of hard.
So, by the way, before I forget, we saw this morning. You need to take breaks. Don't see this
uh,
man gets it. You
but
sir get it.
yeah,
You
wow.
sir get it. So on that note, you are getting. Whoop, don't want that. Just want to get over
What are
there.
you
There we
getting?
go.
What are you doing right now?
He's just getting.
The standing ovation with the
Always
children and
gonna sneak the
everything.
kids in. Always gonna sneak the
Yeah,
kids in.
yeah. The kids
Yeah.
always make it better.
Yeah. Anyway, so if you're a wrestling fan, and again, this is a great time to be a wrestling fan. Thy cup runneth over and all that. Do not sleep on AEW Rampage this week. For if nothing else, the main event was just,
Oh, it was great. We saw it in the morning, right?
yeah. That would be Top Flight and Action Andretti, which I know people are like, if you don't know who AEW are, who. But if you're on the Latin side of the border with Mexico,
Triple A.
hang on, let
Triple
me play
A.
your anthem.
Gracias.
Then you know of Vikingo and Penta and Comanda, which I just
Monday.
find it funny because it's like every time I see Commander, I think Cobra Commander, and it's just like
Oh,
imagine like Destro's voice from the cartoon, like Commander, you need to go and jump over the ropes.
it sounds so bad, Brandon.
It does, yeah. It sounded bad in the '80s. Do you think it's gonna sound good
So
now?
sorry. Quick side. Oh my God, 50 hour. No, no, thank you. I can barely do 40, and fuck that. No, no, senor.
Ha?
Read the comment. The last comment though.
Oh, the workaholic.
Yeah, 50 hours. I can't do that.
I
Not on
didn't
my
see that
job.
comment, huh?
Yeah, I can't. I cannot do 50 hours at what I do because
No,
I would
they
murder
stop
someone.
her at 40. They stop her at 40 too. They won't let her go over 40.
Yeah, the only week that I did 43, I almost died.
And my job won't let me go over 40 now too because they're like, we don't have enough money for overtime, and it's like you have to do 40 exactly. So at 6 o'clock when we close the store, if there's a customer in there, fuck you guys, I'm not getting paid to deal with you.
Yep.
It's like I'm
Yep.
only here to put up with you.
Isn't it wonderful?
It is, but then you have to explain to your boss the next day why you closed up the store at 6 o'clock and a person's pissed at you, and it just look at him and go, "You're not going to pay me for that. Why should I do it?
Yep.
Pay me and we'll talk."
You pay me for an hour. Doesn't matter. Doesn't
Yeah,
matter what I do.
I'm not asking for a lot. It was only been 15 minutes, but you don't want me to do that.
Right.
So, but yeah, do not sleep on that match. It was probably one of the best matches I've seen this year. And I know that's
That's
saying a lot because there was a lot of heavies this year.
it was pretty good. I haven't seen like the wrestling in a while because it's been
Hmm.
I need to go to bed early and that kind of stuff, but I enjoyed it greatly. So I
Oh, impressive, sir.
ooh, nice. Didn't read that, sorry.
Hmm. Yeah. Anyway.
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you were going to finish your thought. I thought you were finishing it.
I'm sorry. I'm just getting sleepy. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Do you want to bow out early tonight?
Yeah,
You can bow out. I don't mind.
I mean, it's I guess I'm more tired than I thought, but it's I don't know. I'm not sure.
Why don't we push it till like how about 6:30 our time? We'll push till 6:30 and bow out. That sound fair?
Sounds fair. So a couple of
All
minutes
right.
more.
Yeah, it's like you got like about
20
20 minutes
minutes.
more.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah, if you feel tired anytime, just say the word, okay?
Yeah.
That's the married life, but also the
Yeah.
benefit. Oh, I also played the Tekken demo. I
Oh,
forgot about that. That was the
what'd
one
you
I was
think
thinking of.
about that?
Look, it's a demo. I'm not expecting the world to be opened up to me. The opening cinema thing was cool. I mean, I enjoyed the first chapter, but I didn't expect much out of it, and I didn't. And
Okay.
that's fine for setting up. They are, again, I will say this, though, and it's not really spoilers since it's in the demo. There is no way in my mind Heihachi Mishima is not coming back in this game. Because instead of dying, they're now saying, oh, well, he's missing. It's like, oh, that's their out. That's how they're
Oh.
trying to get him back in.
Oh, he's coming back, for the love of God.
He'll probably be back to this game. There's no doubt in my mind now.
Definitely.
Because I was more like, that'd actually be kind of cool if they actually made it stick. Like, we bring him back for a Tekken tag every so often or something like that. Like, I actually respect that.
Right. Right.
But it's like, as convoluted as that whole storyline is, and boy, did it get wacky.
That's
I mean,
great.
we're essentially in corporate battle mode between two companies in the world now. It's like choose your company loyalty for the world. There's no other planet.
That sounds awesome. Oh my god.
Yeah, but I mean, it's good. And then it's like the four characters. It's like you can't really experiment with them because you're facing a computer program. And you can't really kind of like, okay, what moves work? Can I study the moves and all that? Because you don't have things to kind of like work as reference. So I can't really make a definitive thing other than bash buttons with characters I know in the game.
Right.
But it's
Right.
not really a demo I can dig that much deep into.
Uh-huh.
That's fine, but it's like the gameplay. So I mean, it's so far it's Tekken. That's not a bad thing, but I think if they were trying to tell people, hey, this is the next thing, this is the next thing, a couple of more characters, maybe opening up the training mode a little bit for like a limited run of the training mode, so people kind of get a taste of how their characters could work in this game, might go a long way towards ingratiating. But that's my opinion. I'm not the one making the demo.
Right.
I understand demos are a taste. It's a tease of what's to come. We're a month out from this game almost, and it's like people are pretty much at this point, shut up and take my money. That game leaks, we're fucked. And it's not because people are going to be like, oh, I want to play. No, we're all going to be playing it at that point, and it's like, who cares? Oh, you released the game. Guess I'll go buy my copy now, even though I got everything unlocked.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, if they hack it, they can get out all the information. That's kind of why I was asking. So, do you have the whole roster? Is it like no, just a couple
Nope.
of them?
So for those of you that are playing haven't played the demo yet, or it's coming to Xbox and PC, I want to say like sometime next week, maybe tomorrow. For those of you that have not played it yet, you will get a taste of Chapter 1 of the story. So you get like, 15 minutes I think it took me to complete that. So you get 15 minutes of story. Okay, we all know we don't care about that. Let's just call it what it is. And then you get to play around in versus mode offline between a CPU or another person if you want to do that. And that's cool. The characters you have presented to you are Nina, Kazuya, Jin, and Paul. That's your four.
That's great. I mean, I saw a bit of it. It looked okay. I guess.
Yeah, but it's like it's like, okay, so the same characters, cool. I mean, I get Jin and Kazuya, you're gonna put those guys in there because they're part of the demo of the story. I get that, but it's like, could you just one of the new characters
Nah.
just so we can play around with it, kind of get a feel? But I guess we weren't in the
Nah.
beta.
Nah.
That's my opinion. That's again,
No.
I don't make demos. I get it. I'm sure there's a reason why, and I respect that. But I
Well,
just
the reason is they're trying to test waters to see how many people like it, how it works with the little
they're not
character.
worried about money on that game in the
No,
slightest. That's the whole run.
I'm talking about how it works, how it
Mm.
functions. Like once it functions and they don't hear bitching about it, it's like, you know what, this is fine.
Well, that's why they had the betas and all that stuff too. Honestly.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, look, it is what it is. I'm not saying that. If you want to play the demo, go play the demo. But it's like at this point, we'll see everybody on the end of the January. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah. So while you're in Mexico that week, I'll probably be like screaming at Rock over the camera, like, ah, damn you!
Now let's see what happens. Really.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Demos are great. I know I'm kind of like hammering this demo and saying it's bad. Personal preferences. No, demos are a great way to get people to buy games. Like if I play a demo, that's like almost a 90% certainty if I like it, I'm buying the game.
Right.
Like there are games that I actually didn't play demos for in the last year because I know I was going to buy the game if I wound up liking it.
Well, yeah.
And I just didn't want to spend the money at that point. I was trying to control myself a little.
Oh, well. Yeah, that's fine.
But no, demos are never. I feel there should be more demos. I feel if you can play, like I think Steam has the right idea. It's like if you have the first hour or something free or something, so you can kind of get an idea of what you're playing with. You have a rough idea in an hour of what you're playing with.
Yeah.
Please feel free to promote that in the chat also, by the way, Demon King. Do
Yeah,
not feel like
please
we're
do.
going to spam you on that. No, please do. Do not hesitate.
People will still
Yes.
look at it, so you don't need to worry. We're cool with that.
Yeah, we're not. We don't be afraid of. If we had a problem, we'd say so, but we
Yeah.
don't. You're totally cool with that.
I mean, we
I'm
are
sure I've seen your game promoted on the Discord. I just can't remember it.
Yeah, we promote our own shit. Anyone can promote their own shit. Don't care. It's great. It's
Friends of the show, you absolutely got to. As long as you ask us for approval, as long as you give us a heads up beforehand, I'm generally cool with it.
yeah.
Like I generally don't scream bad things about it. The Tale of Gary. That's the one. I knew I thought that was the one. So
What?
sorry about that, man. A lot of people I'm running around with.
What's it about? Do you know anything?
I haven't played it. I think you have to get it on Steam, which I don't have a PC that can run it, sadly. But
my lap sucks.
yeah. But yes, please go check out the Tale of Gariel at I believe it's on Steam. Go check it out. Tell him MNR sent you, and he'll just be like, "Who?"
Lol.
We'll test that.
Well, my potato is kind of janky, so let's see what happens.
Potato. What about potatoes? Can potatoes run it?
I do have Steam, so now I'm kind of curious.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so that's been my week so far. I'm gonna pop over to the story. We got one story that's RPG Maker. Oh, RPG Maker.
Oh! Well, now you got my attention.
Sir, you had my interest, but now you have my attention.
Let me see.
But that attention will now waver over to the one story we have this week. And there were a lot of stories this week. Like, we had the downfall of E3. That is no more. It has ceased to be. It is an XE3. There is the AI News Network that's coming next year. That can't go wrong, can it?
At all.
Yeah. Let's see here. I mean, there's a lot of political stuff. We don't talk about political stuff here because, we do enough stuff for the crap. We just spend an hour rambling about boobs, where it's kind of counterproductive.
I am seeing the demo thing of the thing, and it does look like a RPG Maker game. It looks cute. I like it.
We'll have to give it. We'll probably be giving it a go here at some point.
I'll check it. I'll check the demo. I have it on my wish list now. Anyway.
So
curiosity.
How about it? So for your 2023 bingo card.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure, and I looked at mine. I had to do a very thorough check on this.
Oh boy.
Pretty sure Pope calling for a global treaty on AI was not on that list.
Yep, I did not expect that, but that Pope is just weird.
Yeah, that Pope. There's a sale coming up. Yep, he's not wrong. Always good for sales. This Pope. I'm not a Catholic, but I kind of like the cut of his jib because he actually kind of does try to do things that are good. It doesn't feel like a corrupt white guy. Like, this guy still goes and tries to do, the right thing, and he generally is trying to add reform that may be a little liberal to a conservative group like the Catholics, but he's trying to kind of get it back on track in that regard. I have no problem with the guy, honestly.
I'm gonna avoid my commentary because I've been Catholic all my fucking life and I don't trust anyone.
Yeah, well, yeah, this is outsider looking in perspective, obviously.
Yeah, no, don't trust it. Don't trust it.
But, he is calling for a legally binding treaty to regulate AI, citing not wanting algorithms to replace human values or technological dictatorships, which, again, when you hear this guy speak this stuff, kind of agree with him. Right. He cites a worry that AI could be used in weapons, and it could, AI is going to be completely impartial. AI is pure logic driven, so it's like, well, if I have to kill 2 billion people to save 3 billion people, guess what? 2 billion people are about to die.
That's the logical way, right? That's what they say.
So, I see where he's going to that. And I can't say I disagree with him because, look at all the stuff we're using. 2024 is coming up. We have an election in this country, and we're already seeing signs of AI being implemented and all that stuff,
Yes.
And it's a worry. We were talking about this today about, AI is a great tool. We're not saying it's bad, but it can be corrupted. And some of it's kind of been perpetrated by the NFT bros back in the day, trying to kind of hijack it for their financial purposes.
Right.
And the fact the Pope is kind of like, guys, look, Horizon Zero Dawn, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. I could cite numerous evidence to it and fictional purposes that make total sense. The guy's got a point.
It does. But you're right. The NFT bros and all those idiots that think that everything can be done with whatever. It's I used to work with that kind of people, and fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's somebody, they're trying to get something to regulate AI. And I'm kind of cool with the Pope doing this because it kind of adds look, it may not be for me, it may not be for you, Illy, but for some people, that's that stamp they need to go, okay, we need to back this. And if we can get something that is fair and balanced to back it and make it a reasonable tool, but not let it corrupt, as the Pope is saying, is
Mm-hmm.
that really a bad thing?
Oh, yay! He joined the
Welcome to the Discord, buddy.
Look, uh, this is just me being
No, I
me.
agree. Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that I think, like anything, the church wants to get into anyone so they can keep on controlling stuff. But that's just my opinion. It's because it happened to us in Mexico. It happens to us. There's
It's
still
trying to
one.
happen here too.
Yeah, fuck that. But the problem is that the church wants to get even more power over other things. What he's saying, I'm not against. Totally
Yeah.
100%. I'm totally 100%. Like, you know what? Technology should not have that much of a grip on that kind of decisions. For sure. Especially if it's like a mindset of logical proportions. Right?
Yes.
Definitely. There should be a person behind the thing, but if I learn, people suck. Even. Like,
Yeah.
the world sucks in general, so I don't know. I don't know.
I am of again. I'm of the opinion it doesn't matter who. Look, everybody's gonna have an ally. It's gonna be strange bedfellows in some regards, but I understand where you're coming from with that. But it's like I have known people that have tried to convert me and obviously failed. I'm still here doing my thing.
Right.
And very much tried to convert me into, like, I worry about your soul, all the same song and dance. I don't judge people for believing what they believe. That's
Right.
on you. I don't ask you to believe what I believe. I'm not going to tell you what you should believe. That all said, I have also met a lot of people that in my mind, walk the walk, in that they are Christian, they follow the Christian values, but they don't cram it down your throat. They may have tried once or twice, and then they're kind of like, all right, this is not for this guy, but I still like him. This is cool. I'll hang out with him.
Right.
You can still be friendly. You can still be a person and have those beliefs, but you can hang out with people that don't have your beliefs. That's the true, in my opinion, form of a Christian. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Don't preach to me about it.
Oh yeah, I hate it.
Lead by example, if anything, because you will set a very. If more people like these people I'm talking about were leading by example, there'd be a lot more people in your churches right now. That's all. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Like, it's like, okay, well, so, oh, you're doing that thing. Oh, okay, yeah, all right, yeah, I'm in, whatever. I don't have to change. All right, cool. Like, people lead by example. They don't tell you what to think. They just do it, and it's like, come along or don't.
Yeah. I think that's kind of why Satanists are like that right now. Like, the religion itself is like, we do this. If you want to join, fine. We have an excellent program for kids. We take care of them. We don't
Great dental
abuse them.
plan.
Yeah, it's like we want kids to be actually safe, you sons of bitches. That's where they're falling, and they're trying not to be. I mean, they're really not throwing their religion into the throats of people. It's like, this is what we are. We're welcoming. That's it.
I think one of the strangest things I ever saw was during the pandemic. We were watching James Gunn's Suicide Squad.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, these are like criminals that had chips in their heads that if they went on their own, went boom. Okay?
Yeah. Yep.
And they saw like a kid like being abused or something, and they just walked up and kicked the crap out of this person. It's like, you don't fuck with kids. And I remember like people at that time were like being very anti-vax about COVID and all that stuff. And they're like, they don't want kids to take those because kids were dying. And I'm like, there are people that have bombs strapped to their heads, and they're like, don't fuck with children. These people are now better than you by this logic. Shouldn't that be a little bit of a reality check to you when I'm looking at Harley Quinn going, yes, you.
Yeah. You don't fuck with you don't fuck with animals or kids. That's
two things you don't fuck with: animals or kids. If you do, I'm coming with a steel chair and worse with you. Matter of fact, don't expect to be walking away from that conversation.
Or for me, it's like so disgusting that people are like that. It drives me nuts. It gives me a sense of, it makes me feel so
disgusted.
Like, there's 1,000 people, 1,000 kids, 1,000,000 animals suffering right now, and it's so fucking depressing. But the little that you do, the little that you can do, like simple as that. Do be respectful. Kill a
Yes.
pedophile. That's
Mhm.
that's all I gotta say.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that
Wow.
note, it's 5 minutes still. Yeah, got a little heavy there. We
Yeah.
started with boobs and we ended with World War ran by robots. So on the
Yeah.
gamut here at MNR, we give you our magic, we give you a ninja
Cancel
animation, and we give you a robot.
forever. We're
By the way,
gonna
I do
get
have a ninja here. I got a little GI Joe on my desk that I bought the other day. That's just like a ninja. So there's your ninja for the night, ladies and gents.
robot. I guess my computer. I don't know.
Well,
Magic.
the magic was the wonderful talk about the sexual
Yeah.
content earlier,
The magical talk about how dildos are big or small.
and that you can educate people about them, but can't brag about size.
It doesn't make any sense.
Don't
So
believe us? Go look in the terms of service. We did it earlier.
it doesn't make any sense. So I can explain how a butt plug works, but I can't say how big it is.
I know nothing of those, so I don't
Lost of words, Brandon.
know. Very rare when that happens on this channel.
Right. Anyway.
Yeah. So you're streaming on Wednesday for sure. That is the plan.
For sure. For shizzle.
Okay. I'll try and stream on Tuesday. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I may go continue on with the Valhalla. See what else I got in mind. I got some thoughts on that. We'll see. And then Thursdays, whatever the hell I feel like playing, if I play.
Damn. After I saw you playing that Valhalla thing, I kind of want to play the first ones, but it's kind of hard to get them now. So.
I'm not sure. Get back to you on that. I think they had a PS2 run at one point, or a PS3 run, because I remember I played them on PS3 for the first time.
Really? You played on PlayStation 3?
Yeah, they had like a pack. Well, the first two. I didn't play the third one. The first two I played on PS2 or PS3. Sorry, getting really lost.
I remember playing the God of War 1. A friend of mine lent it to me when I was in college, but it was in chemo. So all of a sudden, like, he told me, "Hey, Alien, are you still playing that?" I mean, you know what? I haven't put it. Let me finish it up, and I'll give it to you. And I think in a week I finished it. This is awesome.
Yeah. No, that red controller we got for the PS3 came from that because I got it like in a bundle with that game.
Awesome.
I don't know what I think. I think I got tired of the game and like, because I didn't. God of War, the original God of War ones. I know it's gonna be unpopular. They didn't click with me, but the rebooted one, the Norse ones. Like, it wasn't the fact that it was the gameplay that kind of got boring to me, but this new one, I'm like, I am all in on this. I love the gameplay. The story's good, gameplay's good. You hit the turducken.
You know what? It's because I always like Greek mythology, so that's
great mythology use. Great use
the
of mythology.
fucking Greek myth. Yeah, that's what like I was all into. Like I remember getting back from school and give it to him. I was like, bro, I think I grew a beard while playing this shit. It's awesome. And then I got the second one. I had a PlayStation 2, so I played the second one. I owned that one. And then the third one, Jesus Christ. Good times.
Implied sex in that one also, ladies and gentlemen.
In every fucking game, FYI.
Except for the new ones. I don't think the new ones really did that. I mean, obviously there's a kid.
No, we don't want to do that when there's kids around. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but also, it's like, would have been interesting to see Kratos with a giant. I'm picturing that, and I'm like,
monster sex.
You thought Amazons were bulky, man. I don't know how that's gonna end.
He's not gonna die by snoo. He's gonna accept it. He's gonna accept the snoo. He's gonna be, yes, big woman.
And that's how he became a father.
Yeah, that's how you go.
Yeah. All right, so we'll figure out what we're doing with that. Half-ass show, maybe next weekend, maybe not. I'm leaning towards yes, but don't put that on them. Don't call it a comeback.
Well, we're gonna have to, because we're gonna go see what?
This weekend next weekend we're gonna go see the Iron Claw.
Yes.
I'm more excited if I am than I am.
I am too excited for that thing, and it is not Zac Efron's apps, I promise.
No, but it's part of it. It's the 3-second cameo of MJF that's got it really good, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, I want to see that shit.
You just want to see how bad the wig looks.
No, I really want to see. Honestly, like I said, I saw the thing. Like, it's A24. How are you gonna mentally fuck me? I want to see this shit going on.
Not only that, if you actually know the story of the Iron Claw and the Von Erich family, and if you don't, watch a TV show called Dark Side of the Ring. Like, if you've had a bad day, like you just had a very bad day, just boot that episode up, the Von Erich family episode. You're gonna realize how good you're
Your
life
life
is by
is great.
comparison.
Yeah, that episode is gonna make you feel so good about your life. You're just gonna like, you know what? This is fine.
It's like, yeah, card problems are the least of my worries right now.
Yeah, this is fine. You know what? Dealing with this kind of people and just be angry. You know what? This is fine. This is fine.
It's all good.
Yeah, it's all
All right.
good.
All right, apologies if you guys are kind of coming in a little late tonight. We are kind of wrapping up because Illy's got to get to bed because she's got the hell work tomorrow. But thank everybody for watching. If you guys like what you heard, please give us a follow. That helps us grow. That helps us get reach. That helps us, obviously, get with things. If you're new to our channel and you are like Demon King, and I did not type that in because I'm an idiot.
You're an idiot.
If you're new to the channel, please come on in, join the Discord, say hi. We're friendly over there. We promise. We don't bite people. We just club you with steel chairs.
I do bite.
Shut up.
I do bite.
Oh yeah, the cannibal joke. I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's been so long since we did that. Wow.
It's been so long since I ate people. I'm on a diet of keto.
But she's not gonna eat. She's not gonna eat new people. Promise. Not gonna eat new people. She's eyeing me, but that's different.
No, we're all good.
Yeah. Please give us a follow. If you are in a position to help the channel grow, please consider subscribing. Also, you'll get this madness ad free, and it helps us. Use your Prime sub.
Yes.
Want to stick it to Business Daddy? Give us the Prime sub. We will take that money from Business Daddy and gleefully run with it.
Give it to that. Like honestly, if you have Prime and you've got nothing else to do, just throw it to us. We'll appreciate it, and you're gonna have all this madness ad
free. Yeah. So thanks everybody for watching. This is the Half-Ass Show. I'm Brandon, and Illy's over there. We will see you all next week. Thanks everybody for watching, and remember, if it's tasteful nudity, you're in trouble probably.
We probably are. I hope they don't ban me.
Tune into Illy's stream on Wednesday for more tasteful nudity, probably.
Oh, yeah, by the way, it's going to be called Illy's Waifus.
Illy's Waifu Corner, that's right, yes.
It's going to be Illy's Waifu Corner from this point on, because we're going to draw ladies and teaching whatever. I don't know.
Look at that!
Whoa!
Let me laugh even harder.
Sticking it to the man!
Awesome. Brandon?
Yeah,
I think this requires the soundbite. Let me do it.
Okay.
I always do that. Yay! Oh, and a quack. Okay.
All right, guys. Good night, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the sub, Demon King, and thank you for the follow also. Good night.
Y'all, take care. And remember,
see you soon.
Santa's watching.
Tasteful hardcore nudity!